the studio by Shravan and Abhishek and Sucharita. We'll put everyone on the screen. And the question goes today, Abhishek, that did Sharad Pawar know? And my information is that Sharad Pawar had been negotiating with the BJP very hard. Sucharita, and the fact is that just ahead of the Supreme Court verdict on whether the MLAs of the Shiv Sena would be disqualified or not, lines had been opened up with Sharad Pawar. Sharad Pawar was speaking to the BJP. This was on the eve of the Karnataka elections at that point of time when Sharad Pawar thought that he could be seen as an option. The problem with Sharad Pawar is he bargained too hard, and he thought what he did in 2019 he would repeat now. He took the discussions with the BJP up to a point, and in order to sort of placate the BJP on the eve of the Karnataka elections, he made a concessionary move in which first he supported the BJP in a northeastern state. Then he threatened to put up NCP candidates to break the opposition vote at that point of time in Karnataka. He played a typical Sharad Pawar double game. He took it to the absolute brink, but just on the eve of joining the BJP, which was to be announced, Supriya Sule, who is seen to be extremely close to the Vadra Congress and certain pseudo-secular groups, weighed in on her father, said that, "Dad, I'm not going to let you go." The mistake that Sharad Pawar made was that he went 90% of the way. 90% of the way he went with the BJP. Then he pulled back on Supriya Sule's advice. Then, realizing that Ajit Pawar was not happy with this situation, he then tried to corner Ajit Pawar. And can we please have everyone on in the studio who's in the studio with us, because I'd like to get a round of reactions from Shravan, Abhishek, Sucharita, Niranjan and everyone in the studio. He then tried to play a double game. Then he first thought he'll outsmart the BJP. Then he tried to outsmart Pawar. By this time, Supriya Sule was getting more ambitious. She told her father that she wants to be propped up as the number 2 within the party. Pawar then tried to outplay Ajit Pawar by threatening to resign. The entire drama was orchestrated from within, where the party told him the very same people, Sucharita, Abhishek, the very same people, the very same people I want to know who have now joined in the BJP-led government are the same people who then appealed to Sharad Pawar. Chhagan Bhujbal at that point of time cried and started weeping, saying that, "Sharad Pawar, you cannot leave the party, you cannot leave us, we'll be orphaned without you." The very same people have double-crossed him now. So Sharad Pawar's politics has been of political double-crossing over decades. The only thing is, I think what happened is, Abhishek, he began to get too confident of his own ability as always having the double hand. He never thought he would be played by the same people who've been part of his plot. So Sharad Pawar, the real story is, when the sources are telling Niranjan that Sharad Pawar knew about the developments, they are right. But what they are not saying is Sharad Pawar wanted to get into an alliance with the BJP around 3 months back before the Karnataka elections. When Supriya Sule told him that she would not support such a move, instead of going with his years and decades of political wisdom, he went with Supriya Sule. So this is the classic story of being betrayed by his own people because he wanted to prop up Supriya Sule. So the real villain of the piece, in a way, is Supriya Sule. And Sharad Pawar is paying the price. Can I have everyone on the screen, please, Aditi? Sharad Pawar is paying the price for going with Supriya Sule's advice. Abhishek, please, while we fix the screen.
The first thing, Arnab, because you mentioned brinkmanship, problem with brinkmanship is that sometimes you actually have the danger of falling over the brink, and that perhaps has happened with Sharad Pawar. Supriya Sule was a wrong card.
That's absolutely. Supriya Sule was a wrong card, but I think it helped Ajit Pawar in the long term, Sucharita, because the extreme focus, can I have some silence in the studio, please? The extreme focus on trying to get Supriya Sule in the prime slot allowed Ajit Pawar to be seen to be a betrayed leader within the party. And Supriya Sule then started talking like a party president and saying, "I also would like," she was patronizing Sucharita. She said, "I would also like to give my brother some role." He then said, "I don't want to be leader of the opposition." That was the time when Sharad Pawar should have taken the hint. That is the point of time when Sharad Pawar should have realized that things are going out of control, he should have even then tried to placate Ajit Pawar by giving him a position. But what Supriya Sule by now, who had sort of felt that she had an upper hand on situations,